Yep.
On today's top story, the Valkyr crisis worsens with the murder of DEA Special Agent Alex Balder. Special Agent Balder had been shot repeatedly from a point-blank range. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon believed to be armed and extremely dangerous.
Jeez.
Oh, he's extremely dangerous.
Got weird at the end there. What's going on?
Dark.
Very dark. Noir. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Play Retro. That's right. This is the Play Retro Show, and I'm one of your hosts, Scott Johnson, and I can't wait to see what you're doing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump sideways through this doorway with both my guns out and look at you with my grimace face while I shoot these slow-ass bullets at your head. Don't worry. It will all be over soon, and it will hurt so little you could call me Min Pain.
Min Pain. That sounds like a Japanese character from the 80s in some anime show. Min Pain. Yeah. And I'm your other host, Brian Dunaway, and some people call it Bullet Time. But due to Warner Brothers laying claims to all things, always, and throughout time, we call it slow-mo shooty time. Whatever. Just give me more of those pain pills to see if I can get this permanent grimace off my face. The facial expression, not the purple whatever from McDonald's.
Yeah, you had the shake and you got a little left on you there.
Yeah, I got a little shake.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
He gets a grimace. That was the whole thing. It took me forever to understand that it was the personification of a grimace, and they were trying to get rid of it. They wanted to feed it. I still don't understand that part.
No,
McDonald's.
It's weird.
But
what they
whatever.
were trying to do there. Grimace was, according to what I found, he's a taste bud.
Was it? So. Well, he was a taste bud. That's right.
Which makes no sense, by the way. There's nothing physically about a taste bud that he looks like. So
no.
That's gross. It's gross.
Yeah.
A separate entity that is a taste bud walking around going, "Ooh, hey, Ronald."
He had to be stupid too. What's
lame? Okay. I don't like it.
Are you saying your customers are stupid?
Yes, that's what they're saying.
That's right.
Would you like to donate an extra $1 to the Ronald McDonald Foundation? Please drive through. Yeah. Oh. That's what I always get there. They always want me. Oh, they don't say that anymore. They used to say, "Do you want to round up to the next $1 and donate that to the Ronald Foundation?"
Ronald McDonald House thing.
Now they say, Ronald McDonald House. Now what they say when you go through there is, "Do you want to round up for charity?" They don't get specific.
Oh.
And I don't trust it. I'm telling you right now. I went through there and got one of their cheap Big Mac, temporary lower price Big Mac combos because I don't know, figured it won't be here
because you
long.
hate yourself. I got you. You're thinking, I want Max Payne this week.
I would like some Max Payne. I'd like to have some diarrhea. So I went through there and did all that, and I'm like, I'm not just giving it to your charity. You got to be specific with me.
Yeah. The charity could be Mr. McDonald's pants.
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
Mr. McDonald. Still around, still kicking that guy.
Yeah, Mr. McDonald.
Anyways, you can tell we're going to be talking about Max Payne, but before we get to it, do you see all that Steam stuff today?
Dude, I'm so excited. Today is November the 11th, 2025, and they just dropped knowledge about the new Steam stuff. Like a new Steam Deck, a new console concept, a controller, and some kind of VR stuff. I didn't get all the details, but you did some core stuff earlier, so please fill me in.
Well, yeah, I'll give you the quickie on it. So here's what they did. Where's my thing? I've lost my dashboard. Here we go.
I've only seen headlines. Like I saw a picture and I was like, ooh, that's that.
Yeah, no, it's exciting is what it is. Here it is. Right. I found it. Okay, so let's just take a quick look here. We're not going to get into too much detail because who knows what magical retro we're going to see done with this. People will hack this machine. It's going to get crazy.
I'll be the first in line.
And they keep and they are straight up on their site where they have all this stuff up on Steam. To tell everybody about it. They're straight up encouraging that. They're like, this is your computer. Do what you want. Put a new OS on there. Screw around with it. Do whatever you want, man. We don't care.
Smart.
But anyway, they're showing off the Frame, which is the new tetherless VR headset that they're making. This box here, this cube, about 6 inches all around. It's almost a perfect cube.
Oh, my God. I put a handle on it. I'd be there.
Oh, shit.
First thing I'm going to do is paint this thing purple and put a handle on it.
Why didn't they do that? You can skin them. I know that. So maybe you could skin it like a GameCube. Anyway, and then the controller, which is what we thought it was. It's basically a Steam Deck with the middle and the screen taken out. Kind of like the reverse. I always say
right.
it's the reverse of the Portal, the PlayStation Portal, where it was like, took that controller, went, and added to the screen. Imagine going the other way and removing the screen, and that's the controller. That's exciting because I think that the Steam Deck is has great controller configuration.
Yeah.
Anyway, this thing has a little bar on the front. Check this out. This little line here will go.
What's that do?
If you're installing a game and you're on the page where you're installing it on the interface.
Is that a progress bar?
It can be. It can also be different colors. It can change color. It can like rotate, vibrate, do other fancy
vibrate
business.
Other eights. Can it go back and forth and go? Not now, Michael.
Yeah, it can say wah wah wah. We got to go fight the truck named Truck or whatever its name was. What was
it's
it named?
Goliath.
Goliath.
It's Goliath Truck.
But wasn't there another car named Car?
There was Car with two R's. That was a bad guy, but Truck was not called Truck. It was called
Goliath.
What did I say? Goliath.
Yeah.
Goliath.
But I wish it was called Truck. Anyway, a bunch of features. We don't have to get into these, but as it plays toward retro, I'm interested in both the controller as a controller to use in my retro experiences, but also what this Steam machine does. There's no prices. That's one thing to say. Is this is all a 2026 thing?
$12.99.
I'm gonna for this box. I'm guessing $800. $799 is what I'm guessing.
$7.99 says
based on the specs. Now, a bunch of RAM and other stuff have been doubling in price lately because of some AI shit
stuff.
Like GPUs would do back when that was all new. So there's some flux there, and who knows what they're going to do. The controller, I'm going to guess $59. I don't know if it comes with this device. Maybe there's a bundle. And the headset, I'm going to say $1,000.
$1,000?
Well, their last one was
with
that
no
much.
Sensors.
So I don't
well,
know.
I know, but this is going a little different direction, right?
Well, it's more in line with like all the positional stuff is happening with positional
with the hand.
Well, not
stuff.
just the hand, with your head and everything. So basically, it's more on par with that stupid MetaQuest 3. It's not stupid.
Right?
It's fine.
Like
it's fine.
The technology's not bad.
It's fun. No, the technology's great. That's what this does. Brings us on par with that. The old tower positional directional thing is old shit. Nobody needs that anymore. We got a better tech now. So anyway, these are just guesses. I have no idea for sure, but I wanna hope and say that box is lower than $900. I hope.
It's according to what they're looking at. If they're trying to compete with, so they went a little higher when they brought the Steam Deck because you could kind of say they were competing with the Switch, but not really. We kind of talked about this pre-show. They're not really. They got their own thing going on, but they still kind of kept it close-ish, right? Yeah. So maybe they'll keep the console. It kind of looks like an Xbox. Just saying.
Yeah, a little bit. Like a Series X cut in half.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit up from there. I think Scott's a good guess. I think Scott's guess is pretty good.
I hope so. If it is 800 or less, I will do it for shows. I'll do it for the work.
I'll do it for the work.
Yeah. And I'm a big Steam guy. I love it. I have almost 3,000 games in Steam. It's time.
3,000 games.
Yeah, most of them are codes that were given to me for free, and I've never touched them. But just so you know, there's that money in there. Yeah.
But still, just so you know, just so you can feel jealous.
Yeah, feel jealous. That was my idea, is have everybody feel jealous.
Yeah.
Also, a quick shout out in the chat to KT Data, who today I had lunch with, and it was a lovely time. It was nice to see him there.
Nice.
Yeah, we went.
Did he collect his slide?
No, because I forgot. It's right here.
Perhaps we should meet up for lunch, Scott, and perhaps you could bring me my slide.
Where I put it. He right in the middle of the conversation, it suddenly hit me that I forgot it. But he was showing off. Did you see this thing?
Yes. I love KT Data. Did he send it to me directly, or did he share? I forget where he shared it, but was it?
We've seen this thing. You've seen this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I haven't seen anything too close on it. I've just seen the box.
So the name is ridiculous. MANGMI is the name of this new device. Mangmi. It's called the Air
almost good
X.
as the Touch Me.
Yeah. It's the Mangmi Air X for under $100, $89.99. Nice. Widescreen. He said he hadn't really had time to mess with it yet, but he almost got me to hit buy. I might still do it.
Oh, do it.
Gosh dang it. I can't. Why do I need another awesome handheld?
How fast is that Steam stuff coming? You got to, because that's gonna help you make that decision, right?
Shit, that's right. You're right. Do I wait though? I'm not going to hear anything till January or till
probably
2026.
Right?
Frickin' I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out. In the meantime, Brian, what'd you get up to this week in the retro world?
Meanwhile, let me see. Back in July, I got on the bandwagon and saw that the Atari was making a Atari 2600 Plus Pac-Man edition. Very exciting. I'm so it's like a 2600, but it's Pac-Man yellow. And it's got the little ghost across the front, and they light up with the backlights and stuff. I pre-ordered this in July, and it comes with Pac-Man 2600, which is crap, but it comes with the 7800 game as well, which is closer to the arcade. It comes with ghost-colored controllers. It comes with the default Pac-Man yellow, but you could pick up the Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Dot. But that's not right. Clyde. So you can. But anyway, it's got wireless controllers. I've already got some of this stuff, right? I've got the 7800 Plus. It already plays these carts and everything. Super excited.
Hold on a second. Can you tell me if the real version of Pac-Man's on this thing? Because the device is capable of playing the actual arcade port of Pac-Man.
Right. So the 7800 is very close. Is near arcade perfect, and it does come with the cart with both the 2600 and the 7800 versions of it. So you will be able to play Pac-Man plus any Atari carts. This is supposed to ship out October the 31st. Pre-orders being filled. Woot! What is it? November the 12th? Today's
our friend of Raven and Josh got theirs yesterday. Theirs came in.
And you say people have been getting theirs.
Getting them early. You might say. You might say early.
And some people were getting them early, and then I had to send an email yesterday and ask them, "What up?"
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna take this straight to Nolan Bushnell's ghost. No, he still lives. He's with us.
He still lives.
Yeah.
He may be dead inside, but he still lives. So I sent him an email. I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" And they're like, they come back and go, "Oh, it's coming. Don't worry about it, bruh." So my friend, he ordered his like days after me. We live in the same town, just like across the road almost. And he's already gotten his, playing with it. Mine hasn't even shipped. Matter of fact, mine has no status at all. The extra controller I ordered has a status of being here next Monday, but the system itself still no go. And I said, "Hey, what's going on?" They said, "Don't worry about it. It's coming." And I'm like, almost. Y'all getting me upset over it here, watching all my friends. So I said, that's fine.
Yeah.
I said, that's fine. My friend was kind enough. He said, "Dude, I know what's super important to you." He's like, "Won't you just take mine and you can review it for the show?" And I said, "Dude, that is super nice and super sweet, but totally not necessary, because the story of me not getting my Atari 2600 is much more exciting than everybody doing their own." But what he did do is he's been buying lots of Atari 2600 games on eBay and giving me the duplicates. And when I say lots, I mean both the term of multiple carts in one order. And also
those aren't
lots.
Official, are they, or are those official?
Yes, these are official. These are the multi-game carts sometimes, and sometimes they will give you like these codes. These are the ones that, like, you remember the 2600 had like the difficulty levels and the mode button and stuff.
Yeah.
This gives you the mode numbers where you can play the different games. Now we're more familiar with like the classic Atari sweet art single game.
You just jam it in there and play.
Yeah, you jam it in there and play.
Yeah.
He actually he's gotten a few carts that didn't have anything on them, right? No labels, and he clued me in on this place where you can buy labels, but he says the labels are like $12, and lots of times I can just reorder the cart for $8. And he's like, I just go meh. But he did give me one that was a Parker Brothers game that had no label on it, and we kind of determined that it was either going to be Frogger or Strawberry Shortcake. And
what a terrible choice.
Right? Because it looked very similar to either one of those. So I was like, hey, let me take a look at it. So I actually recorded a video of me inserting the cart into my 7800, and it takes forever for it to load up because it loads the cart into memory before it does it. And so
but it
was
builds
Frogger.
tension. That's fun.
It did. It was fun. And there's Pole Position. That's one of the best games out there.
Oh yeah, so this ended up being Frogger. That's good for you.
Yeah, it ended up being Frogger. I was so excited when the little Frogger music came up instead of the other. But I've got lots of carts flowing over from the stuff that he's doing, getting extras, and he's got his. He had a little trouble last night, he said, with the sound card picking up like it's supposed to, but he says he got that worked out, I believe so.
Nice.
But yeah, thanks a lot, Atari.
Yeah, thanks
Have you played Atari today? No.
I played Strawberry Shortcake in my dreams.
Right, but I did check, and if you go to, there's some great forums out there like Atari Age, who I think Atari in some way or another worked out a deal where they're funding it now. It used to be its own thing, and there's a bunch of people on there too. It's like, I haven't got mine yet, and the people going, I got mine, and so it's just a big old.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah,
I've had it happen to me before, but I don't remember what it was. If there was something I ordered, and it just was an eon to get. And I don't remember what I did. Something happened there. No.
It's really not, and I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I've got real 2600s around here. It's just really, I want it, and seeing everybody else get it,
and
not getting mine.
That's right.
Well, and it's not. I'm not even that upset about it. I'm just kind of, really.
You're pretty chill about it, if I'm honest. You seem all right.
I'm most disappointed that people are having bad experiences with the new Atari stuff, like the new business that is Atari, because I think they probably had a little more success than they were expecting with this. And this is just all me, thinking this is true. Could be totally false, but it feels like they had a little more success with this than they thought they would. Got a little more buzz than they wanted, and then with all these increased tariffs and stuff that are making things hard shipping from one place to the other. Because I guarantee this is not being built and put together in America or nothing. This is coming from outside the country.
Yeah, we were just talking about this, me and Kevin, about how the way they get around it is there's like sneaky stuff going on, which I'm totally fine with, by the way, because stick it to the man as far as I'm concerned. But like shipping this stuff to another country where it's being held,
right,
and then sent some other place, like while there's some logistic pain there, it's less costly than the tariffs that if you went straight or whatever, stuff like that.
I almost can guarantee you, Jeff Bezos has greased some hands, and they warehouse so much stuff. As a matter of fact, if I wanted to, I could have I could have this Pac-Man thing from Amazon tomorrow, because that's how they always do. They stock a certain amount and send it to the Amazon warehouses. Right. So if I really wanted, I could do that and then tell Atari to stuff it.
Yeah.
Stuff it.
Yeah. Put your finger in there and pull or something.
But I was really preaching beforehand. It's like I was telling my friend, just be patient. It's fine. It's a niche market, that's kind of how the experience is sometimes. They don't have a big there's probably one guy
oh yeah
this like managing a lot of it, and probably got just a few little workers. He's probably stressed out. He's probably got a bleeding ulcer by now, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm pulling for you, Atari.
Right.
Don't F this up.
I really want them to get it to you, because I want you to tell me how it is.
Yeah, I can guarantee you, I already know, because I've already watched some of the reviews and stuff. So I mean, I know what to expect.
You know what you're going to get.
I know what I'm going to get.
All right.
It's not going to be no surprises, but I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, I'm pleased.
I'll review it like 1 month later after everybody else has already reviewed it, because they already got theirs.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's very exciting. May all your stuff come on time is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Please, thank you. His came in through, by the way, also weirdness.
Yeah.
Mine's been shipping through or not shipping through USPS. They created a label and everything and got mine ready and staged it, but they never delivered it to the USPS people.
Dirty
His came through FedEx.
bastards.
His come through FedEx. And I'm like, you did order in the same way that I did, right? And it's like, yeah. And he showed me his order. I'm like, yeah, you did the exact same crap I did. What's the deal?
Yeah, that is
What's
weird.
the deal?
Isn't that weird? That's weird, I think.
I don't know.
Well, look, I believe in your ability to get this thing eventually. All right.
Yeah.
Something's going to come through. I just know it. All right. Well, that is what's going on in our retro worlds this week. But today we are talking about a venerable game that everybody looks back fondly on. At least I think so. We're going to talk about it now. Here we go.
Shall we play a game?
Let's do it. Let's get in the weeds on Max Payne. That's right. Remedy Entertainment early on for these guys. They're the Control and what's the other guy? Control is another game, and then what's the one?
Oh
with
yeah,
the,
Control. You're right. Yeah,
Alan Wake. That's what I meant to say. Alan Wake.
That's
yeah.
right.
That's who we're talking about.
That's the big three. They kind of has been. Is they say they share a universe. Mm-hmm. I say they gamers.
Gamers say they share a universe.
Gamers say.
I don't know that that's ever been confirmed by.
That's why I say
the
gamers.
Control and Max Payne, the Control and Alan Wake stuff is definitely shared universe.
Yeah.
That one
but
we
Max
know.
Payne
But
is
this we don't know if that one is or not. But Max Payne came out in the year of our Lord 2001 on PC. Woo. The PS2 and Xbox got their version December 2001, so a little later that year. And this game took my PC gaming world and friends that I was playing a lot with by storm. Right. Wait, was that guy just hurling in a toilet before he got shot? Hold on a second.
Yeah, that's he's got to create maximum pain.
Here we go. Watch this. He walks. This is for viewers only, I guess.
I played this part.
He's just looking at magazines or something. Dirty.
Yeah, he's looking at He's on the drugs, and I'm like, dude, really? You gonna kill this guy? Because I tried to avoid killing any of the drug-addled.
Yeah, me too.
In this game.
Yeah, I feel like
that's just me.
They need help. They don't need to be killed. They need to be helped. But whatever. It's 2001. We didn't know what we were doing. Anyway, you are running around with a grimace face, and we keep bringing that up, and that's important to bring up because that is. Where does his name go? That is.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, give me his name. I forgot.
Sam. Sam Lake. Lake's not his real last name, but Sam Lake, the writer and creative lead, is the face or the grimace.
Yep.
Of Max Payne.
You want to see him today? Here.
I want to see him today.
This is him today, just chilling.
Yeah, look at that. Well, wait, that's not him. That's Max Payne.
No,
what are you talking about?
That's Sam Lake. What are you talking about?
No, that's Max Payne.
No, that's Sam Lake. Actually, you know what? The original one, he's a lot younger than obviously, but the original one, he was, you can tell it's him. There he is now. You can
absolutely tell him.
But when you get to you get to some later stuff where they sneak him into stuff, he looks a little more like him. But yeah.
Yeah, and also you got two Sam Lakes. You got the wrap that goes around the polygons, right?
Yep.
And then you got the real photos that are turned into kind of a comic book style stories that are being told.
Yep.
So you got a little bit of both of the lake.
Sam Lake, famous for running around with a coffee cup wherever he goes, and then taking pictures with other people with his coffee cup. I don't know why. He's a strange little man, but he is what he is.
He's hilarious.
Yeah. This game, seriously though, this is another game example where I had to buy new RAM to play it.
Yeah.
I didn't have enough RAM.
It's an upgrade game, right? Mm-hmm. We're pushing it to the limits.
And we've talked about those before, like what games are or are not considered upgrade games. This was one of them for sure. And as soon as my friends showed me this at the office, they said, yeah, this is awesome. Check it out. By the way, that Pentium of yours is going to need a tweak. And I went, what do you mean? Well, we're going to probably have to add about 8 megabytes of RAM to the 16 you have or whatever the megabytes I had were.
Right.
So I did, and I didn't regret it. I loved this game. I played the living hell out of it. I wanted multiplayer. Somebody once modded something for it, and I don't know if that's even a thing you can do anymore.
Well, it would get very interesting because this game has a mechanic that would complicate that because it's called bullet time. And when you're playing a single player game and you decide, hey, guess what? I'm about to change the speed of the game. It's pretty easy to, it's not super easy to handle, but it's manageable, right?
Yeah. If
you had multiplayer, you do have to take out one of the coolest parts, which is that bullet time, which they didn't call it bullet time. They think they call it like dodge ram tough. No, it's called shoot dodge.
Shoot dodge. Is that what they called it?
Yeah, they called it shoot dodge instead of bullet time. Well, us gamers called it bullet time.
Yeah.
But it would be complicated to everybody fiddling with time. That would be bad.
No.
Right?
Yeah, I agree with that. Don't mess with time.
Don't mess with time.
Yeah, it's all done in the third person, which again on PCs where I was playing this, and that was unusual because most of my games at this era were all first person shooter style Quake things.
Right.
So this was really weird in that regard. At least I thought it was at the time. It also used I think I used my very first GTX card, my first NVIDIA card. What was that called? Hold on, I got to find that.
It was called the first GTX.
Yeah, but it had was it just called a GeForce?
GeForce is the one I'm familiar with. Maybe there was one before that. I'm forgetting.
First NVIDIA
GeForce is like forever.
Okay, here we go.
Forever.
It was released in 95, was notable for combining 2D. Oh, okay, here it goes.
Oh, it could have been later than that, right? 2001.
We called it a diamond card because they had the
'cause
Diamond
Diamond.
Edge 3D accelerator card that had that name on there. That's why we called it that. So that was the card, or maybe a successor to that I had. And, at this point, we're like, 3D is the future, dude. We're not messing around with this 2D bullshit anymore. This is how.
This is bullcrap.
This is what we're
crap.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But look at this. Blowing this wall up. No games did this back then.
So much indestructible environmental stuff. And some really cool weapons.
Yeah.
Basic, but very cool. The fact that you can John Woo double wield single-handed weapons like little machine guns. I don't think there's an actual real name for them
Mac 10s.
in the game.
They're like Mac 10s.
They're not Mac 10s, something like that. And also the pistols just pew, 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 pew.
Yeah.
I just love that crap. Because that's the fun in this game is the bullet time when you get to walk around a corner and suddenly you're faced with a bunch of bad guys and you have to make that decision and you jump to the side and you roll and you go slow-mo and you go pew,
Yep.
pew, pew.
Yeah. And it almost made it like you could almost call it a cheat because it made it so you could be more accurate and dodge shots easier and all of that. It didn't matter. It was so much fun to pull off. It just felt good.
It's one of those things that is a bridge to get you to how you would feel in a real situation. Okay, so you cannot amp up your adrenaline when you're playing these games to the point that you would if you were in a true life or death situation. And when things are in that, you sometimes do feel like things are going in slow motion. So we're emulating that real life feeling of doing that. Maybe his adrenaline's kicking some and he's all hopped up on pain pills.
Yeah.
I suppose are laced with something. I'm assuming.
Yeah, he's not a good man. Like Max Payne is a dirty.
Well, he's a broken man. There's a conspiracy which we don't really find until about middle ways through the game. We just assume that since we're a New York cop that we've annoyed somebody to the point that they've killed our wife and child. That's how this really game starts.
Yeah.
It's super
gnarly.
dark.
Wow.
Yes, it's noir. The first thing you do is they show you on a rooftop somewhere grimacing, and then they cut to 3 years earlier or something, and they show you coming home, and you got to walk through it. So they don't just show you; they make you play it.
Yeah,
they make you play the final seconds of your wife and child's life.
Yeah, you live through it kind of, and that's what makes. Okay, so I'm going to make a point here that I think holds.
All right.
The game is interesting in the mechanics alone. It's fun.
Yeah.
That is all good. There's nothing wrong with the way the bullet time works, all that. That stuff alone is really fun. However, it would feel empty and tech demo-y if that's all this game was. The game is way better because it decides to go full-on dark noir story with real consequences and bring out kind of a vibe that it really feels like it needs that vibe, or else this does not work, or it's not a classic. You know what I mean?
Do we have any audio from him, just like the comic cutscenes where he's just like, "This is super noir,
hell yeah.
and dark, and here's some syrupness, and let's Mickey Spillane this thing."
Let me mansplain it. Let's see, Max Payne. I had these up. Let's see if I can find them again. Max Payne voice lines. Here we go.
But man, his voice lines are so slow and deep and just over the top. And in some ways, you're kind of like, when I first started playing, I was like, this did not hold up. But after about 15 or 20 minutes, I was in.
No, it's a vibe, and it sticks if you stick with it. It's not. It doesn't like jump all over the place or get inconsistent. It's cheesy at first, but it stays there and owns it, and it works really well. Yeah, don't apologize for how cheesy. Here it is. I'll play a little bit of this here. Just some of the lines.
See? My last smoke. It's bad for the baby. What the hell does BV stand for anyway? Backstabbing bastard?
Come on, don't be like that. Have a cigar.
I don't smoke.
Just lots of cheese ball,
Just over the top cheese ball inner monologue of a suffering man called Max Payne.
Out for revenge.
And he runs across all of these really interesting characters, Russian mobsters, a character that is also seeking revenge, Mona. I wanted to call her Mona Payne there for a second, but it's not. It's Mona Sachs, which I was like, is that supposed to be a James Bond kind of
like a double entendre?
Double entendre. I never could quite figure it out, but she's out for revenge for her sister, and there's like this whole undercurrent of neo-noir where it's like there's a drug in town, and I've got to figure it out, but I've got to avoid taking the drug. Oh no, I took the drug and now I'm in some kind of weird maze and I can hear my baby crying and I've got to follow this blood trail. And it's like, what am I playing right now? Max Payne is what you're playing.
Max Payne's what you're playing. And this is what Sam Lake looked like back when they launched it. Look at him. Hanging out with his screen. Speaking of NVIDIA, his logo's all over that.
God, he was so skinny. He was just a stick. And I was actually kind of, because I had kind of forgot how sickly, because no offense, Sam Lake, you look a little sickly there, my friend.
I
forgot how sickly he looked.
He looks like he's got the flu and he's pushing through it.
Yeah, well, he's just a young person. Ain't got no fat yet, right? Probably staying up all night, living bad. So what'd you expect? But
did you ever see him do this? He actually did the face on a show once. Hold on. This is
the grimace?
Yeah, look at this.
Oh man, that is just so delicious. It just burns in your brain.
He's actually great.
They do not pull back from that grimace either in the game. There's a lot of shots of his face, and that's just really smart. It's like you got to represent that he's in pain. He's Max Payne. Boy, they had some other names too, by the way, and Max Payne wasn't the first one they landed on. I'm trying to remember, was it Max Heat or something like that? Was some of the ones they tossed around over at Remedy before they just Max Heat.
Max Heat.
What would he do then? Would he what kind of face would he make then? He wouldn't be in pain.
I find that annoying. I'm glad they didn't use it. Max. What happened to our screen? Max Heat. Oh, shit. Hold on.
Yeah, Max Heat would be a terrible idea.
Yeah, you're asking for that's a shit can idea. Don't do it.
Yeah, so this kind of plays into where we've been headed for the last couple of weeks. A few weeks ago, we did some stuff on Gathering Developers. This was published by Gathering Developers for the PC. We also talked last week about Halo 2001. Look at here, we're back at 2001 again, and this also made it to the Xbox, which is how I played it for the most part. And since it was 2001, I don't think it was a launch title, but it was pretty early in the Xbox life cycle. So I pulled out the Duke, got the Duke out, and I played it there. Did I do inverted controls this week? I can't remember. So
this was we got a lot of feedback about this. A lot of players.
Oh yeah.
This is the game they
divisive.
They chewed down for the first time on making that choice.
So
some struggled with it, and here's the thing: with the first time you ever had that choice, whatever you chose
Halo,
affected the rest of your life of games. So anytime a game would come along, and we think we've all decided that non-inverted is the way to go, it doesn't matter. Your motor's function is burned in. You just have to do it. You have to switch it.
I mean, everybody. It's kind of like the toilet paper, top or bottom. How does it come out? It's the same thing. The answer is always going to be no inverted controls for humans, inverted controls for airships, right?
Yeah.
So if you're in an airship, that's what you do. You invert the controls.
That's what you do. And I'm here to say that's okay. All right?
That's fine. Everybody knows that.
I'm not.
But I played it on the Xbox first, and I was a little disappointed after playing Halo so much last week in the granularity of the analog stick. In Halo, the touch, right?
Yeah.
You can make Master Chief or anything move very slowly by not putting too much force on the analog stick.
Yeah.
You only get extreme movement when you move to extreme places on the control.
Yeah.
Here is stop or go in Max Payne. It's like stop or go, and if you're unsure, it's like, oh, Max Payne isn't that old. But then when you start realizing stuff like you can't like crouch and walk or anything, you have an option. You can crouch, which is important when you're using like sniper rifles and stuff. To get a better aim. But if you're crouched, you gotta as soon as you start to move, you get back up. Also, the weapon changing is not intuitive. I didn't realize how much that really broke my gameplay.
Yeah,
we talked about the weapon changes.
Yeah, we hadn't gotten to a place yet where we were comfortable with what that was going to be. I'm afraid.
Yeah, you you on the PC you could either use the mouse wheel, or if you didn't have a mouse wheel in 2001 your PC, you could hit the numbers, right? And you could switch between guns, and each number had multiple guns, like including dual wielding. The problem is you would cycle through to the gun you wanted, and then you'd have to press the fire button to actually equip it, and then you could start using it.
Yeah.
So there's just like this little bit of delay between choosing the weapon, getting the weapon out, and shooting. There's also some problems with animation cycles, where you get kind of like a Souls-like kind of thing, where it's like, got to finish this animation cycle before you can do anything. If you're not, you just get hit. Sorry, sucker.
Yep. No, it's frustrating because we just didn't know yet, and mouse wheels were new. Like not everyone had a mouse wheel. This was a relatively new innovation on mice, so we weren't scrolling through that stuff yet. For the most part, games are still making you hit 1 through 8 if you had that many weapons. This game was like, we don't know yet, so just do that. Take it the old way. Now the console, I don't know what the console did. I'm guessing it was like top triggers or something.
Top triggers. I'm trying to remember now.
I didn't play it that way.
I think it was. Like I said, that was the first thing I did. I can't remember. It seemed like it was a Y for cycling through weapons. I could be wrong on that, but yeah,
could be. I can't remember.
I don't think I didn't notice it as much until I got on the PC, and probably because I was spending most of my time just trying to get the reticle to where I wanted on the screen, because I was like flying all over the place, and I was like, nah, can't do it.
Can't do it, me.
I couldn't even answer the freaking phones. There's a lot of like, there's also something I hate in older games that kind of breaks it for me, and that's when you interact with something. Like happens so often. This is a search and explore game too, just as much as anything, because you're constantly looking for more pain pills, because you're a drug addict. That's what you are, Max Payne. And so you have to open everything. And when you do, you don't just press the action button and the door goes, opens up or anything. You have to hit the button, and then you engage with that. And then it's like stuck to you, and you have to walk back to open it. And then you have to move back in again. And God, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Because everything sticks to you when you're trying to open stuff, and it just slows the whole experience down.
Yeah, it's not a great feeling, but again, it's just hadn't been refined. They were going to refine it. In fact, we could probably jump right to this. Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne, 2003, a couple years later.
Where's he going? Is he going to?
He's going to
fall?
Well, he just had the spring and the winter. No, he's just had the summer. Now he's got the fall.
Yeah.
Let's see what that game did.
And if you played all the way to the end of Max Payne 1, you would know. Right.
Yeah, you would know
what.
You would know it's what. I was going to say this game gained a bunch of graphics. This got a lot better graphics, the second game. Wasn't nearly as barren, because the first game was like, hey, I'm in a room. There's sort of a bed there, and it all looks, I guess, okay. But it didn't have a lot of detail. The second game really upped their game in that regard. And what'd you end up thinking of 2? I don't think 2's as fun as 1, but I think it has better. It looks better, has better physics.
Right. It's an overall a better, better physics, better user experience. Like you said, the level design is a lot better in the first one. There's a lot of, it's just too dark, and you end up like in a subway near the beginning, and everything is dark. You can't see. The ground is uneven. Nothing's obvious about where you need to go to. It gets very confusing. And in the second one, it was a lot more clear. It's like, okay, we're going to let you go from room to room here as we get you started, and we're going to have everything well lit, and you can kind of get your bearings straight.
And there's everything in the game is very interactive. Like if you want to open a door, there's a very good chance that door will open just fine for you. If you see something, a safe at the other end of the room,
know,
or it'll tell you exactly.
Actually, that is a comment. So it did improve in some ways, and in other ways, it was super annoying because they have a limited set of actions. You can tell, because if you walk up to like a filing cabinet, he'll kind of make the same motion and almost sometimes the same sound as if you like walk up and touch a computer.
Right.
It's just like there's a more limited set of actions and sounds, and it doesn't seem organic, but it is more responsive. You don't have to like walk like in the first one. You'd have to, if you wanted to answer the phone, you had to like put your crotch on it and go, I got you, come on, and you hit the button.
Yeah.
And in this one, you know, it kind of knows. It's like, oh, this guy's wanting to touch this computer.
Yeah.
Click, click, click.
You're
Yeah.
right though. You kind of had to hump it.
You had to hump it. You had to hump it every time. I was like, press this button in the tutorial to release the enemies. And I'm like, I'm not getting it.
I'll say something crazy here. I think this game is when I watch gameplay, like right now I'm watching 2,
Right.
I get control feels from it. There's a vibe in control that feels a lot like Max Payne 2, and I'm not sure what it is. I think it's maybe, you know, it's definitely still third person, but there's something about the environments, the shadows.
The lighting gets better in this one. So much better.
If you people at home have not played Control, some retro show 20 years from now is going to be raving about that damn thing.
Yeah, that's a good game. That's a really solid game.
Really,
that's
really
where
good.
you wanted to get to.
I do like how these guys are dorks. Everything about their faces is dorky.
Yeah.
But whatever. What are you going to do?
So there's a ton of improvements. Gameplay wise, is just probably, I'm sure the experience is better as far as the gameplay goes. It took me a while I didn't like the new voice of Max Payne. I don't know if it was a totally different actor, I'm assuming.
Different dude, I think, yeah.
Different dude.
Yeah.
Max himself looked a little beefier, and after playing the first one for, you know, a couple of days, it felt weird to now see this other Max Payne. And
yeah, they gave his jacket too many wrinkles. It's like, you don't need to go nuts.
Yeah.
Just give me a cool, like its jacket in the other one wasn't distracting. This one distracts me because I'm always watching, because it's still a texture and it's still not dynamic enough to be real material. So don't try so hard.
Yeah. And it exactly. And this felt like you were operating in a real world.
Mm-hmm.
In the first one, it felt like they were just dropping you in zones and nightmare zones. And even though they showed the in-between stuff where it's like, you're in a city and here's a silhouette of the city, it didn't feel like a city at all. It just felt like I was in random rooms of torture.
Yeah.
And in this one, it felt more like I was actually visiting, from the cutscenes to everything. It felt like I was actually visiting warehouses, you know, and different buildings that felt real.
I mean, to their credit, I think that's what they wanted, even in the first place. It's just the previous game, given time, budget, learning, whatever,
Right.
they didn't have what it took to make that feel right, look exactly right. And so you're right, it has this ethereal quality to it. Mm-hmm. Whereas the second game, you definitely feel like you're in a city. You know, this is more like GTA or something where it's very realized. But they still do some of this comic booky stuff. That's fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. They bring the comic book stuff back. The ragdoll physics is still a real thing. It was almost hysterical. And we've probably seen plenty of memes along the way of the ragdoll physics and the grimacing face and everything else from the Max Payne, the first one. They've improved that a little bit. It doesn't seem as much like, you know, characters like their arm or like folding behind them or anything. It felt more, it felt a little more natural. Not great, but a little more natural. So yeah, got to give them props to improving the quality of the product and keeping most of the spirit there. We also got a lot further into the stories, got to know the characters even more, and we get more Mona Sax. So much Mona Sax in this one. So
yeah, that's a name I think they were.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's fun because the story you don't feel quite as depressed. You feel a little further away from the tragedy. And even in the story, Max is trying to kind of move along a little bit. Mm-hmm. So that takes a little bit of that dark edge off a little bit, which is good because this is more action. This seems like more of an action game.
Well, every time he tries to get out, they pull him back in.
They pull him back in.
Yeah, that's the thing here.
Pull me back in.
I also thought that the AI in the first game was okay, but mainly the enemies just sort of stood there and shot at you. This game, they'll take some cover. They'll move behind objects and doors and stuff. I thought that was a nice improvement.
It really is. And if I didn't experience it, but I read in the developers' notes and stuff that the difficulty, and I'm not sure how how much they did this in the first one, but definitely did in the second one. The difficulty, you can select it at the beginning, and you kind of have to work through it. You have to play through to earn the right to play the more difficult levels and unlock all the chapters if you wanted to eventually. But apparently, if you were breezing through the game too easily, it would increase the number of bad guys.
Yeah.
So your experience wouldn't always be the
Dynamic
same.
difficulty leveling, basically.
Right,
sort of.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's pretty impressive for 2003, especially for stuff like the Xbox and the PS2, and they came to those as well.
The only thing I'd
they
seen
were
that
always
was
pared
like,
down a little bit.
the only thing I saw that was like that around that era was like Diablo 2 would get harder if people would leave the multiplayer, and if they added or came into the multiplayer, no, it was the other way around. If they left, it would ease up for the guy left. If you joined the game, it would make it harder. That's more of a single moment of like click the switch on though. This was more dynamic, or at least felt more dynamic. The change in difficulty.
Do we still do? Whenever I think about Diablo, I think about like anyway. You said exit out of the game. It reminds me that these games we did lots of times where it's like every time you wanted to quit, you had to be insulted.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that still a thing in video games? I remember like the first time I really think I noticed it was at like Doom, that was like, "Oh, you're quitting, you big wussy." And so this game also has that. As a matter of fact, I couldn't even figure out how to exit out of this game when I first played it because it was like this feels like two insults.
Yeah, they like to tell you off.
Supposed to?
Yeah. I played something new the other day that did this. Can't remember that game though, but there was something I was playing brand new, and it said, "What's the matter? Can't handle the heat," or some shit like that.
I just want to quit, man. My family's waiting on me trying to get out. Why are you being so mean?
Yeah, I'm busy. I got dinner. I gotta go. I don't know why they get so damn picky about it.
Right? You're like a bad girlfriend. Jeez.
Yeah, but overall, I think that two is commendable. And if I had my way, and I would pay money for this, So right now, this is the last game that these guys would make before the IP rolled over to the GTA people, to 2K.
Right.
And Rockstar.
Rockstar Games, yeah.
And Rockstar made 3. The third one was not all that well received. People didn't like it, not because it was a bad game, but because it wasn't Max Payne enough. It was kind of its own thing. It was more GTA than Max Payne, and they just kind of missed the point, I think, of what the first 2 games was. So here's what I want to have happen. I want Remedy. Let's have a remedy to this problem.
Let's get a remedy.
Remedy will get in there, give them back the rights to the first 2 games. You can keep the rights to your third one.
Right.
Let them remake those 2 with their modern engine that they made Alan Wake 2 with, and Control and all of that. Just an absolute remake of the first 2 games. Sell that thing for $70. Boom, I'll buy it. Let's go.
Have you not been watching the news?
Oh, is that happening?
Yeah. 1 and 2 remake.
Shut up.
Coming.
Shut up.
Yeah. I don't know. It's supposed to be involved Remedy, but I'm not sure. Is that in name? I don't know. It's kind of like the new Atari. Oh, it's definitely Rockstar, but I think they brought Remedy in. I don't remember the full complete story, and plus I don't know if it's actually really Remedy. Is it some of the original guys? I don't know, but I should have done some more research on that.
Oh,
I didn't know he was going to bring it. I should have done. Of course, he was going to bring it.
I had no idea, dude. That makes me so excited.
Yeah, 1 and 2 coming to us a remake, and I'm curious about remake. Right. It's not a remaster. It's a remake.
Yeah,
so I'm
it'll be like, imagine Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 2 remake. Very different take on the game, but keep the soul alive. Right? I'm fine with that. A remaster would be okay too, but like, I don't know. These games games, if they really truly want to get a modern audience interested in them, and not just all us old farts who played it in 2001. Yeah. I think they remake it. And make it look
I'm a little bit nervous about the remake because this is what kind of kicked this off. I was doing the Halo research, and I was like, oh, what else did I play on the Xbox when I originally was like Max Payne? I was like, and I started looking at that, and it's like, oh, there's a remake coming. I'm like, oh, sweet. And I did some research, and it was like, I think they initially kicked this off in like 2022 or 23 or something, where they were talking about doing this, and I'm like, ugh. But then I saw the latest news is like 2026, and I'm like, ugh. I'm like, I didn't want to know anymore. I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm just gonna.
That was enough for you.
I probably should have researched it more because we need to really have that discussion. But I think just personally, I was just like, I don't want to be disappointed.
I didn't know they were doing it. So.
I'm gonna let it sit in my head that it's happening.
Yeah, you've surprised me with it, so I'm very happy to hear they're doing anything with it. To be honest,
Yeah.
Because when 3 came out and pooped the bed.
Pooped to bed.
And then,
was that 2011?
Yeah, it's been about that long,
like that.
12 maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
The movie was bad, so there's another reason to be sad. So now I want some proper.
We still sacked it.
Yeah, we sacked it. It was deserving of sackage. We kicked it right in the sack. That movie.
It had it coming.
But anyway, if some of you were at home back then, you were like, "Man, it's 2003. I've got a Game Boy Advance. What can I play today that gives me a really bad version of Bullet Time?" Well,
that's right.
Good news.
Or shoot dodge, whatever they call it.
Shoot dodge. Yeah, whatever shit name they've decided it deserves. You could do that. You could play it on your Game Boy. Listen to this, by the way. There's a little bit of dialogue here.
Up here in the attic, more of them.
It's not bad. Oh wait, one of those is.
Wait, I'm gonna say, is that for the PC? That's not for the Game Boy Advance, is it?
Here we go. Hit me like a point-blank shot.
There we go. There's the Game Boy Advance.
Something was not right about this.
Okay, you get the idea.
Yeah.
But it's a game, and it looked like this. Look at this. I actually think it's kind of technically interesting. Like when I haven't played it, but I looked at.
Is
this
that Tony Hawk Pro Skater? I think it is. That's what it looks like. Looks like the engine.
Yeah. It's also crusty and ugly, but I think that's on purpose.
Well, look, this is 2003. They're bringing the first Max Payne story beats to the Game Boy Advance the same year they're bringing out Max Payne 2. And you got the comic-y kind of caption boxes and stuff. So, hey, why not?
Yeah.
Why not take Max Payne on the road?
Yeah, do it. I have no problem with this. It's the kind of thing that I probably knew about and I got cocky about. Well, I can't. I'm a PC purist. I can't. But I kind of want it now. I can go download it. I guess go find it somewhere. But
I played it just for a minute, and same thing when I did play the Tony Hawk thing. I was just kind of like, oh, this is cool, but it's gonna take dedication. I'm gonna have to understand how this controls, because just jumping in is not intuitive.
This isometric business is a little weird, but it is I kind of respect this animation and this like attempt to create the grid of the whole thing. If anything, it's more like the comic book that they make inside the game, right?
Right. I mean, here he is in that subway where you got to get the train, you got to get it to moving, and so that's about how the experience was in the first one. I was playing in the dark, so at least you can see things here.
At least you can see stuff. And there's some good blood, so Nintendo backing off, It's great. You saved me, man, says the guy over there.
You're right.
Anyway, go check that out if you are inclined. The game is Max Payne 1, 2, and, well, maybe you can play 3, but we're not going to talk about 3.
We're not going to tell you. It's not time. It's not time for 3.
I'm not even sure it'll be worth talking about when it is time. It's not a very good game. It's not the worst.
I don't know. I have it in my library somehow or another. I have it in my Steam library because I went and looked. You can, by the way, you can play Max Payne 1 and 2. You can get it on Steam.
No good old games in this case. I thought GOG.
No. Can you do the good old games? I don't. I think I listed good old games, but I think I went back and looked, and I don't know if you can get it there or not now. I think maybe you can.
Oh, it's on the Dream list. You're right. They put it on the Dream list.
It's on the Dream list. It's on the Dream list. That's what it was.
Oh.
And so you can get this on Steam, and there's some quality of life improvements that you can get. There's some, texture packs and stuff you can download. I actually installed it using an old Max Payne disc that I had for PC. And downloaded some patches and was able to run it. Looked really good.
That's cool.
It played really well. The big hurdle, of course, is trying to get most of these games to install on modern systems. And once you get them to install, they usually run pretty good if you got you've got a couple of layers in between to help it along. But you can play. What was it? A couple of years back, they got backwards compatibility on the Xbox Series X and S. So if you got the game, if you got the game, you can throw these in there and so hopefully play them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm excited about all the potential stuff with this remake. You got me thinking about it now. Nice job.
Yeah. And until then, you can go play spiritual successor, right?
Yeah. There's
kind
a few.
of homage, El Paso Elsewhere 2023.
Yeah, I haven't played it,
people
but
liked
I've
it?
heard okay things about that. Yeah.
Yeah, people liked it. Very positive.
Yep.
And I haven't played it either. But yeah, if you have, let us know. I would like to hear more about it. But it looks really cool. I watched some videos of them doing their shoot, dodge, bullet time thing, and I was like, yeah, I'm in.
They're
That's cool.
clearly inspired by the game. If anything, they went all in on the ethereal part. They're like,
absolutely.
Oh, what if it looked like Demon Hell while they're playing? But look at this. This is basically Max Payne.
This is Max Payne.
I kind of want to get it. 2023.
Yeah.
90% on here. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's
20
pretty
bucks. I'm gonna put that.
good.
on my
It'll hold
wish
you over
list.
until we get our remakes.
That's right. I might do it. I'll bet they have better weapon switching in that. Than the real
Got to.
game. Yeah.
Jeez. We got to, man.
Wouldn't be hard. All right, well done. We're going to play a game that we've made up ourselves. It's called Guess My Game, and it's audio from an old game. We tell you the year and the platform, and then you have to guess what it is. Brian, I'm going to start today with a 1984 game.
Holy smokes. Going way back.
Way back. This is for the
Is it
Master
84
System.
or 85?
84.
You wrote 85 in the thing.
Oh, I did? I may have meant
Okay.
84. Hold on.
Okay.
You know what? It is 85. Sorry about that.
It's fine,
85. Typoed on my file here. It is a Master System game. Was also in arcades briefly. That's kind of that may help you or may not. I don't know.
Okay. All
But
right.
let's find out when I hit play. Here we go. Man, it reminds me how much I like the Master System.
I love the Master System.
It's pretty great.
My first console and maybe my first love. We'll see.
Your first love. It's the first one you put your wiener in. Just kidding. That's terrible. Why did I say that?
Yeah. It had like it had both card slots and cartridges and a slot for your wiener.
Yeah,
like Cut
for
said.
Brian's square wiener. All right, here are your options. This was
right.
like I said, 1985 Sega Master System. Was it A, Shanghai? Was it B, Ultima 4 Quest for the Avatar? Sorry. C, Elite, or D, Space Harrier?
Oh, that's tough. Space Harrier is the first one I think of when I think of arcade and Master System. Shanghai has that with that music you're playing. Sure, sounds Shanghai-ish. Ultima 4, was that ever on the Sega Master System? I don't know. Probably is going to be the right answer. And C, Elite. Also, possibility.
Yep. All are possible. One is probable.
Right.
Well, one is accurate. I should say.
Does not sound frenetic enough to be Space Harrier. Shanghai, it's not B. It's either got to be A or C. Give me the C. I'm going to take the Elite.
Is it Elite? Let's find out. Oh, should have gone with A. It is Shanghai.
Dadgummit.
That music is a bit of a giveaway.
I didn't know. Yeah, I've never heard that, but yeah, I should have went with my gut.
Shanghai.
I was leaning. I was thinking Shanghai, but it's like when you're not sure, you always go with C. And so that
Shanghai's basically just mahjong, I think.
Yeah.
The game, I mean, like how it
Yeah,
plays.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
you're just playing digital mahjong. Yeah. But I love I just love the Master System. It was time for another. All right, give me. So far, I'm ahead by 1 point today. Let's see how I do with you.
Good job. All right. Hey, you know what? I decided to go the next generation. That would be the Sega Genesis Mega Drive. But it was a few years later, almost 7 years later.
Oh my lord.
1992.
All right, here's your sound. Oh my gosh.
Switching it up.
Let me hear this bit right here.
That's bad. Listen to that.
That's pretty cool. All right, I have no idea. Let's hear the names.
All right, let's see. Sega Genesis Mega Drive 1992. These are all real games from that year. Is it A, Ariel, The Little Mermaid, B, The Flintstones, C, Disney's Tailspin, or D, Home Alone?
Okay, it's pretty frenetic. Like, hear that. Okay, I don't think that's Ariel, the Little Mermaid. It's too intense for that.
So you don't think it's a thingamabob or
or a crab or any of that bullshit.
Yeah. You don't think it's yeah.
Flintstones, maybe.
She going to kiss the girl. What's that now?
Flintstones is a maybe for me. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to hold that one there. Disney's Tailspin. I feel like I'd hear the theme song and I didn't hear it. Home Alone's real possible though, because it sounds like Kevin's running around setting traps. It's B or D here. Let me give it some thinking here. It sounds like he's running away from like Joe Pesci. I'm gonna say Home Alone.
It's like he's running away from Joe Pesci. Is Scott once again? He asks for it every time. Why does he ask me to give him the D? I don't know.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna give it to him. Hey, Scott, you got it. Good job.
Oh, hey, I got the D. Give me the D.
Yeah,
you've had a lot of D's lately. I've noticed putting D's in there.
Oh, I did not intentionally.
Oh, good. Okay,
or maybe intentionally. Maybe I'm trying to get in your head.
I don't want to
making you.
I'm afraid I'll see a pattern and like cheat.
Right.
Right. I think that means
I actually
win.
I actually had it as B the first time. I was thinking I have a lot of B's sometimes. Like maybe I need to not make it B.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I should put it as C because that's the thing.
Yeah. I'll bet if I heard Flintstones though, it would be equally chaotic for some reason.
Every one of these games I felt could have potentially
everything but Ariel. The Little Mermaid never. I mean, unless she was a level like, oh no, the fishermen are trying to catch all the mermaids and eat them or something.
I got legs.
Oh no. All right. Let's do. That's it. We did that. Wait, we did that. I got 2 points. Is what I got. I got 2 points.
Good job.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my winnings, but I'll let you guys know. All right.
You should go spend it on the your points on the good old game store.
I sure will.
Points.
Absolutely. Yep. I'd like to welcome a game to Retro. That game is The Matrix: Path of Neo for Windows, PS2, Xbox, November 8th, 2005. Just a few days ago. This was the Path of Neo game and the second video game developed by Shiny Entertainment based on the Matrix trilogy. This time you get to play as Neo himself, starting from the day agents come to take him from his office, though the race against the clock with the machines digging towards Zion to the final battle against Agent Smith.
That's right. In case you forgot, there was a Matrix game that you didn't play as himself. What?
Yep.
Why would you not play as Neo? It's your Matrix game. But bullet time.
Yeah, bullet time. More bullet time. That's right. And then the MMO came out, and that is also gone now. But yeah, Path of Neo. I remember this. I remember them marketing it kind of hard.
Yeah, I have fond memories of the different Matrix games, but there seemed like it was one that I hated, and I can't remember which one. That's probably going to be. I probably had to taste all of them until I find out which one it is. Why would I do that to myself? Why not just go?
Would you?
Yeah, I don't know I think Path of Neo is a good one. I think if I remember correctly.
I think I remember people saying it was pretty good.
Yeah,
chat room seems to believe so. We got a couple of people saying it was.
Oh,
good.
There you go. Then there's your answer.
Let's see if I can find what that
rule by committee.
Like. That looked like this.
It looked like Neo flying through the air.
Yeah, so here he is fighting.
Yeah, that's the stuff. Yeah, this is the one I liked.
Doing some bullet time.
Bullet time.
You know what? It looks kind of cool.
It does. Still,
like
even
the vibe of it. Mm-hmm. Like they understood the assignment. You know,
very green, right?
Yeah, lots of the weird code going up everywhere.
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, I don't like the way you sweat. I don't like the way you smell. All right. Well done. That is a good thing to have around. Now we're going to also do your feedback. How about that?
Welcome
to the treasure room.
Treasury room.
Got a call today. This is from Colin, who's calling in. He's calling about the Halo sonar we talked about last week. I don't remember the context, but I'm sure it'll make sense once I hear it.
Halo. Okay. I thought because we had a pre-show as well where we talked about the Polaroid sonar. But he's talking about the Halo sonar. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm up to speed now.
Yeah.
I got confused for a second.
You're good. All right, here we go.
Hey, Scott and Brian. Calling from Seattle, Orthros in chat. Calling in about Play Retro Halo Combat Evolved. Hey, so the sonar thing with the cameras, that's actually true. It's kind of sonar, kind of not. Some cameras actually emit sound and listen for the distance for it to come back to know how far to focus. That's one of the reasons why...
I want to pause that for a second. It is indeed about those cameras.
It is about the Polaroid. Yeah. We talked about this. Yeah,
I figured it was. I thought he was talking about the game because you know how the radar in the game works. You don't actually see anybody on the dots unless they shoot at you or make noise.
Yeah, for a second, that's what I was thinking. Maybe we had talked about that, but I'm glad Colin is following up on this because that was still a thing I never got full closure on. So give me the rest of that.
All right.
Calling.
Here's the rest.
It's so hard to actually take a picture of a sleeping dog or a sleeping cat because when you went to go focus, they would, make the noise, they'd hear it, they'd wake up because it's an ultrasonic noise that dogs and cats could hear, but people couldn't. They'd wake up and you go, oh, they were so cute, but now I can't get the picture anymore. Nowadays, a lot of cameras actually use light and other, sensor technologies like the ones in your phone, so they don't use that whole sound-based sonar thing. Anyways, love the show. Cheers.
I had no idea.
I didn't either. That is interesting. Now it used to be that, but now if you've ever tried to take a picture of any of your pets, even though the camera can be completely silent, they still know.
No,
they know somehow intuitively. So yeah, but that's interesting that they went with sonar. So
let me tell you something. Dogs and cats, they know what's going on. They're being dicks.
They know they're being monetized on the internet with meme coins.
We're like
I'm getting some meme.
Yeah, we're
meme
like
credit.
big tech to them. The way we look at Twitter or Discord or whatever, we are the product because nothing's free, right? They're using all of our data, whatever. This is the same thing for dogs and cats. They know that we're the big corpos in the house. We're making money off them.
So Colin's either a Patreon supporter or showed up early to the show last week. We talked about it pre-show. We talked about the history of Polaroids, and one of the ones we talked about was the sonar one that was out there. That I remember seeing that gold. Yeah, I remember seeing that gold disc on all those cameras during the time, and I didn't know what they were for.
Never had any idea until we started talking about those. That was all new information, which is a bit of a bummer. It took me this long. Do you ever feel like you don't know enough stuff, and some stuff just passed you by?
Dude, I don't know. It's true what they say. As you get older, you realize how much you don't know.
Yeah.
You're so confident and cocky when you're young. It's like, I know a lot of things. And as you get older and you learn more things, you're like, I don't know no things.
Yeah. I found out today, I talked about TMS, but I found out the German team of scientists invented the MP3 file and learned about how they did it. And I learned that the first song they ever did was Tom's Diner, the a cappella version of that, because it was a good one to test the thing on. Like, I didn't know that until today. I like knowing things. It's good. Yeah. It's good for us.
Things.
Before the robots take over, learn a lot of shit. All right, everybody?
Yeah. I'm learning all about the history of the Constitution right now in an audiobook, 24-hour audiobook, 600 pages. Ah.
Wow. Good
history.
Lord. History's fun, dude. I like history. History chills me out.
Yeah, me too.
Because you look at it and you go, oh, right, bad shit happens all the time. This is whatever you're going through now. Normal. It's just a normal thing. We got to work through it.
It's terrifying.
We're gonna find our way. It doesn't always end well, but we're gonna, sometimes we're just living what other people have been through.
Media. Who thought that was a good idea?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Well, I did when it first started, but then it turned into a
when
nightmare.
it was pictures of my food.
Yeah, and then it got stupid. Then it got real dumb real quick.
Yeah, what you gonna do?
2008, 2009, peak social media time. Great time. Everybody loving each other. We're all getting hooked up online. I don't mean in that way, but reaching out, like-minded,
reaching around, like that,
sharing interests. All that bugs me. Bugs me how it went. All right, now it's just a big messy algorithm that wants to exploit your anger. F off.
Messy.
Let's move on now to our next discussion. We are going to be talking. Oh, well, I'll tell people before I do that. Voicecast.app/playretro is where he left that voicemail. You're encouraged to do the same. And if you'd rather email us or connect some other way, go to frogpants.com/playretro, and there are plenty of ways to do it. Okay? So get in there and get that done. Our next game is going to be Harvest Moon. That's right. A Harvest Moon.
Scott's going to be on the road. I don't know how much gaming he's going to get in. So I'm
taking a retro handheld for this, and I'm doing it.
Okay, so I was looking to see if we have to. This may be Harvest Moon Part 1, where we just cover the portable ones, unless Scott feels like playing some Harvest Moon. But I thought maybe a little chore kind of thing might be good.
Absolutely. I mean,
the Harvest Moon area.
You could argue very easily that this is the root DNA of things like Animal Crossing and the other one that's really popular, whose name just left me. What's that one called?
Farmville?
No.
Talk about social media. Remember that?
Oh my gosh,
Farmville.
When you played video games on Facebook.
Yeah. God, I played so much Farmville.
You know what I do on Facebook now?
That was my gaming platform for a while.
I pull it up on a screen and I piss all over it. That's what I do It's not true.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah,
Mr.
but
Johnson.
I'll play some Harvest Moon. They still make Harvest Moon games, but they're extremely influential. There are so many games now.
It's so
Stardew
deep.
Valley is what I was trying to say. Holy shit.
Yes, Stardew Valley.
Yeah,
Yep.
that guy will tell you when he was making that game, single developer, he'll say to you, he'll say, I was mostly inspired by Harvest Moon. So there you go.
Yeah,
and he's a millionaire.
we're gonna barely even touch the surface of Harvest Moon. People have been wanting us to do this one for a really long time, and I thought we need to at least step into that direction. It's fall time.
Yep.
It feels harvesty time to me.
Yep, same.
I think it's right.
Harvest on the right moon cycle, whatever it is. Yeah.
That's exactly what the game is about. It's about harvesting on the moon. You nailed it.
Yep, exactly. Oh, I'm sorry. It's about
Moons
a
of
bunch of
Endor.
little anime-looking dorky kids. That,
Oh, so it's not Ewoks on the on that moon?
no. No.
Okay.
The Endor moon? No. The moon of Endor?
Yeah, I've got a. Oh,
You're close.
so I thought that was the name of the Skywalker Ranch. Harvest something. All right, I don't know.
A Skywalker Ranch should have a harvest moon. I love it. But anyway,
Did I get that wrong?
that'll be next
All
week. Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance probably is the one I'll play.
Yeah,
Because that's what I think of when I think portable play. So anyway, yeah, I'll be back next week in time for the show. And we are recording next week on Wednesday again, just like we are today.
Woo!
Have to kind of shift everything because I don't get home till late Monday. But yes, you can count on a show next week. It'll be next Wednesday. It's up on the calendar. If you have any questions, just email us and let us know. And also join us on Patreon. We got brand new people. I love these names as they are juxtaposed with one another. Okay, so patreon.com/playretro. The two newest patrons are Pedro von Pooperstinker. That's what it says.
I love it. Hey, your name can be anything, right?
Yep.
We proved that.
And
you can make it whatever you want to be.
And Eric Hansen.
Those are nice. That is great. That is great. That is a really juxtaposition. You're right. Pedro
me
von
laugh.
Pooper Stinker.
Yeah.
And then Eric Hansen.
Eric Hansen. Not related. Need these
Right,
two
not
guys.
related. No relation.
These two don't hang out. Anyway, I wish Pedro and Eric a good time as they get no commercials or ads ever, as they get pre-show content every week and other cool monthly benefits by becoming a patron over at patreon.com/playretro. It's going to do it for us. Brian, do you have anything to add before we go?
Yeah, has anybody seen my pain pills?
Oh shit, I have.
I got some maximum pain going on.
They're
over
in
here.
you're in your bum. Put them in your bum.
Oh, there they are.
Rectally. That's
Rectal.
going to do it for us. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll see you next time on a brand new, fresh, hot Play Retro. See you then.
Hot.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings.